Sweet. So this video is basically going to be about what I've learned recently on Linux. So this is my config. This is Arch Linux, and then an i3 on top of that. So as you can see on the top there, we've got a very pretty like status bar kind of thing. We have something here. These called the workspaces. So we've got 1 and 2. We can have as many as we want. So there's also like I'm heavily dependent on like not using the key mouse that much. So I'm just switching between various um, windows at the moment, and then the way I'm doing it is just through keyboard shortcuts, right? I'm really happy with the new layout because what it does is like allows me to open Visual Studio Code. So for example, this like I just like an easy shortcut to open VS Code. Um, it also allows me to open GitHub Desktop very easily. So this is GitHub Desktop. They want me to sign in, so I'll just do that. Yeah, and then just that's that. Okay, very easily signed into GitHub Desktop. Um, and like launch GitHub Desktop really easily. Just launch that and say if we have django. Sure, yeah. So we want to clone something, we can do that. What else we have? Like audio is working. So with laptops, usually audio doesn't work, but now it is. I've got something like Task Manager on my key shortcuts, so like I can have my tasks here. Also, like I think I do have Goals app somewhere. I think it's TR. Yeah, no, this is a resize. But if I can check, like if I go to my configuration, Control Shift, like Windows Shift C. Okay, it's opening in number 2. If I check my configuration here, you can check for Goals app. Yeah, so that's on Shift G, Mod Shift G. So if I go to say 4 and Mod Shift G, so Mod is the Windows key, Shift and G. Uh, all of a sudden we have a really dark kind of thing, but it's cool, like we have a DMenu kind of thing, Firefox. So on the top right here, we've got the DMenu. If I open Firefox and open, say, goals app.lak.nz, that opens in the dark theme. So this is a feature of Goals app. So we can do all the Goals app stuff here. I'm really really happy with the Linux. Like I didn't know that Linux could be able to do all these things, and just it does, and then like we can open terminals. A cool thing that I do want to show you is like tiling window manager. So and C matrix, something like that. It just looks, and in my terminal I customized it to have a better kind of ls arch, just a nice thing like that. I've been learning these in really recently. So if you go back to 1 workspace, 1, 2 has a code and 3 has this. If you go back to, like, say 2, and we want to open GitHub Desktop side by side and code side by side, and then we can switch to another workspace, open, say, Chrome and search for Stack Overflow, something on Stack Overflow. Say, how do we do something, and then come back to code it, and then check my tasks, flaunt a little bit, and then here I can open another one or another one. I also got like another cool feature I want to show is like communication. So I've got close all of these. So close is easy to just close. I've got messaging. So on the top here we see comms. It's all WhatsApp, Hangouts, messages. So if I do, say, a simple one, not very revealing, would be calendar. So if I press C, it opens a calendar. It's loading for a second. Yes, weird, yeah, but it does open calendar, so that's awesome. And then if you go back to here, so it's so fast, and you can check like up here CPU usage. So I think because it's recording at the moment, using that one. I want to show you something cool. So number of processes going on at the moment at the same time, right? So I think, is there any Chrome on? So on 3, Chrome is on. I'll close Chrome for, and I'll close these as well. Some spare terminal. So if I go back to second, that's all the processes that are going. There's nothing else going. Okay, this is so cool. Like in Windows, there would be like a billion going on, but that's all. Like this is all that's up. There's nothing else going on. Just like a Zoom i3, um, volume stuff, and then with Windows, my audio would not be very awesome. Still here, I have some work to do with this A mixer, but volume, like yeah, it just works out of the box like ALSA. I mean, it didn't work out of the box. I'm like, it's working well without having much CPU usage. If I say Elsa mixer, it doesn't do much with that, but I think it's using another for volume. So because with this laptop, volume and I mean sound didn't work, mic didn't work. I had to do something like if we see, I did something with also UMC conf and SOF firmware. So if maybe we have something like SOF utils. So let's check for that one. SOF utils. Not sure if there is something utilities to aid with the SOF utils dataset. So I think, yeah, it's not the audio stuff. Yeah, but anyway, that's pretty much what I've been doing in the recent few days or weeks. Just days actually, just trying to configure, get my own kind of a operating system. So if we go to GitHub, it's a private repo at the moment. It's called Linux. Linux, like I said, Linux. We have Arch config, right? So these are the kind of packages I got, and then this is the terminal theme. And then I also have another one called i3 config. So these packages are supposed to basically get you going with i3 and Arch. So I'm in love with Arch. Okay, like I didn't know Arch was so amazing just recently, and nowadays I'm just in love with Arch. Like just I tried to get gaming on. I try to get gaming with Arch, but I haven't succeeded in that. However, everything else just works. I think the gaming aspect wasn't working because, as in, I was trying to play GTA. Some games worked. I was trying to play GTA 5, but the reason it wasn't working was because at that time I didn't have audio figured out. So maybe if I download GTA now, it will work. Also, I need to check, like, I was downloading, like, everything is faster, like, much faster in Linux than in Windows. So loading up Chrome just loads up in a second. Go check my downloads. Yeah, downloaded so fast. It's downloads so fast in Arch. So what I'm gonna do is open Virtualbox and try to load up this as a, yeah, at night I really don't like the 10. Really don't like the light. So one thing I also need to do is like theming. So I need to check how to make everything like a dark theme at all times. So if we just create some of this, yeah, it's fine. Yes, it's fine. And settings, give it like 2 or 3 CPU. Yeah, you can take 3 CPU. Okay, and then just setting, also give it the storage, so empty at the moment. I'll just not just put the choose disk file, go computer, ls downloads. Yeah, just take that. Okay, so if you run this, we are basically going to be running. Yep, start. I'll move this on to another 6, right? Okay. Yeah, so we are basically trying to run NCs like 55, 52. Still not bad at all. Like not bad at all, even with all of this. We're trying to install Windows, and what I'll try to do in the next video is try to get um, Windows 11 show up here. So that will be nice. So thank you very much for viewing this video. Takeaways for this would be just like Linux is awesome. Get on Linux. Get away from Windows.